Hello, Pain Free for Life members, and welcome back to another Monday 10-minute training. I'm Dr. Rob Vanbergen, and today we'll be talking briefly about the topic of scalar energy and scalar's conceptual capabilities of essentially healing damaged DNA. So first off, let's briefly touch upon what scalar waves are. Simply put, a scalar wave is a non-Hertzian wave, okay? And Hertz is what we use to describe frequencies, which we use a lot when we're talking about energy medicine and microcurrent. Now, scalar waves are essentially nothing, but they're not really nothing. What we're doing is by firing one wave into another, we're actually able to cancel out the electromagnetic field and create a field of zero or near zero, a pure blank slate. So we call this a 0-point field. Now, does this mean that there is nothing there? Not at all. We still have random electromagnetic waves flying around in there, but the principal level of energy has actually been effectively reduced to an absolute minimum in the target area. Now, the effect of scalar energy on our body therefore becomes somewhat like a reset, like you're resetting a computer. It allows our cells to actually reduce themselves to a lower energy level and block out the chaotic noise that's all around them. Then, as they sort of reboot, they can gradually start to return to the optimum point of energy. Functionally, this allows us to repair a lot of damage to the body, and it has little to no learning curve attached, as all it is treatment of whatever area is causing us a problem using a 7 to 12 hertz alpha program to power it through our Vanbergen machine. So what effect does this have specifically on DNA? So scalar energy outputs a similar waveform to that of DNA. DNA repair is a collection of processes by which a cell actually identifies and then corrects damage to the DNA molecules that encode its genome. It's very challenging for DNA to repair in an environment of cellular chaos, right? There's so much going on that the cells themselves have a hard time identifying the damage in the presence of all of the mess, the electromagnetic mess within it. And we know, like from day to day, we are surrounded by electromagnetic fields, and our cells being electric, they are all like little receivers, receiving these energetic frequencies and reacting to them in different ways. A lot of the time, this makes them stumble around like fools. They don't really know what they're doing. But when you use scalar, you're using the 0-point field, you're directing it at the body, and it's turning the noise down and allowing the cells to begin ultimately identifying the damage and repairing it. Now, scalar waves may have the most critical effect when dealing with any condition connected to damaged tissue and damaged DNA. And by saturating an area with scalar waves, damaged DNA can actually be restored, even if it is 99% destroyed. And this is all through your body's natural capability of repairing. So let's talk about how to do this. So this right here is our Scalar Qi device. This actually houses everything necessary in it to create a scalar wave. So with 2 Tesla coils inside this tool, what's happening is one Tesla coil generates the wave at the same time the other generates it, and they hit each other, they're facing each other. So they create a 0-point field. Now, by itself, this device does nothing for it because it needs to be powered by one of our microcurrent machines. Now, this is our Vanbergen Life Evolution, which has the 7 to 12 hertz program on it, which we use to generate scalar energy. By itself, this is a microcurrent device that will output electricity at micro levels that will actually help to heal and restore your body. But when plugged into the Scalar Qi, the electricity is diverted through the wire and is used to power the core of the Scalar Qi, allowing us to actually create these scalar waves. So all you need to do is plug the device into the scalar through the wire that comes with it, and then plug the scalar in, and it has a special little twist wire here. You can see it's a little bit of a unique wire. Once this one plugs in, you actually do have to twist this little cap, and it will lock in place. Then you won't be able to remove the wire from the scalar. Then you're going to turn the device on, Avasia machine, and you're going to set it to 7 to 12 hertz, which it happens to already be set to because it's the first program in the evolution. You're going to increase the power to maximum, and you're going to point the device to the area of complaint. So if you're dealing with a lot of cellular damage, say in your shoulder from an accident, you point the scalar at the shoulder. We're going to keep going until we hit maximum power. We're now no longer able to increase the power, meaning we're creating the strongest possible natural scalar wave. So it's going to be over a larger area. So we can treat this area directly, and we might just hold it for 5 to 10 minutes. It's really that simple. For general issues across the body, I prefer to treat the forehead, the solar plexus, this is right here, and the pelvis. These areas are all crucial energy centers that can absolutely bottleneck our body electric if they're left unattended. So it really is that simple. But for such a complex topic, simple pretty much sums up scalar energy, right? There's a lot going on here in what scalar does and how it functions, but it's a 0-point field, and you pointed at the area that you want to treat. So the learning curve here is pretty much non-existent. So if you're interested in our scalar technology, you can absolutely find more about this on our website. If you want to, you can head to the link, thesanashop.com/HP, and I'll include that in the description of the video here. Okay, so that about wraps it up for today's training. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you next week for another Monday 10-minute training. Take care, everyone.